We're back with the show. You're watching Summit Sunrise right here on TV8 Summit, hanging out with the dog in the studios, along with my man Jimbo from Precision Ski.
Good morning. Oh,
Hey,
what a day, huh?
What a day. I know. Did you step outside and just do the same thing I did?
Fierce wind, and it feels fairly tropical outside.
Fairly tropical is right.
Yeah.
I know. So you can almost move us to the Gulf Coast and wouldn't feel any different. But with that, though, we've seen also a ton of snow out there. Hopefully you've been able to get out there and enjoy some turns.
Oh, without a doubt.
Good.
You know, it's some of the best skiing we've had in quite a few
Yeah,
years.
absolutely.
And, it's very enjoyable.
Yeah. Now you brought in a couple of props here, like you're.
Well,
always
you
great
know,
with
this
doing.
is
We see,
a combo
skeleton
holiday
foot.
weekend.
Okay,
You know, I
that's
love
right,
it
yeah.
when they kind of roll different holidays together. It's
Uh-huh.
President's
Yeah, this
weekend
really worked out
and
well for this year.
Valentine's Day kind of rolling together. You know,
Yeah.
so the way I think about
you have a
it
theme
is
to what you're
loosen
bringing
up
here,
some
the
of those
holiday
presidents
theme.
in your
Okay.
billfold and spend them on your Valentine.
There you
know?
go, yeah.
So, you know, the things I always think about with giving gifts and Valentine gifts is one of them. Gifts that keep on giving. I mean, you can give flowers and chocolate and that
Or
sort
like
of thing,
Scotty
and
Bondo, our co-host, giving a giant teddy bear. So
yeah,
that didn't work
you
so
know,
well.
sometimes those gifts run out. You know, the
Sometimes
flowers
they
they
get a little
wither,
stale,
the chocolate gets eaten. But you know, a couple of things that you could give a Valentine that would really keep on giving and make great gifts, and they're not too expensive.
Okay.
One of the things in a ski boot, every pair of ski boots comes with, you know, something like
Something
this.
down
that's
there, yeah,
a fairly
an
cheesy
insole.
insole,
Yeah.
something you might find like
Yeah.
in your Nikes or
Well,
whatever.
because and it's in most the real reason that you're going to get something that's, you know, not that great is that the company. I mean, you can't fit to everyone's foot.
Right,
You
right.
can do as much as the boot to make that custom fit, but really you need that customer in there. To
This helps
set
to
in the
try on a
insole.
boot.
Sure.
But you know, the idea is that,
you're gonna
it would be
replace it.
easy to replace, you know, something that doesn't offer much or
Yeah.
anything in the way of
Sure.
support.
Yeah.
With an insole that you know, has a shape that matches the bottom of a foot. You know, there's an arch area, there's a heel cup area, and when your foot actually sits on an insole inside the boot, it can relax a little bit. And this is a key ingredient to promoting good circulation, good communication between you and your skis or snowboard. Everything is supported. You know, inside everybody's foot is a whole bunch of loosely connected little bones.
Absolutely. Right.
26 of them or so.
Yeah, a number.
Yeah. And you know, if you can put a contour beneath a foot, you end up with a lot of beneficial things. And you know, that contour can be something like this that bends. You can put this then in your hiking boot or
There you go.
your walking shoe.
Yeah, not limited just
or
to the
your
winter
bike
sports, but
shoes.
carry on
Or
through
here's one
all
that
year.
is, you know, definitely rigid. It's designed to go in a ski boot and be left there. And there's, you know, lots of different versions. You know, they run from about $40 to $130 or so.
But a great
And-
price range at a
Yeah.
gift standpoint as well, as we're
And
talking
every
about.
time you put your feet into your boots, your feet will be warmer. They'll be able to communicate with your skis a lot better.
Yeah, those are just some great points, and it makes so much sense when you explain it too.
Yeah.
That you want your foot not to fall asleep on the hill. If you have some numbness in your toes, like how are you going to feel if you're applying the right pressure to the
Right.
skis, the edges, or of your snowboard?
And with an insole,
also
you
just
don't-
the comfort level. Yeah.
You don't have to buckle the boots as tightly to hold your foot, you know,
great
because
point.
it's kind of on your foot.
Yeah,
You know,
just makes so much sense. A
yeah.
small investment can go a long way.
Exactly, and you're not as tired at the end of the day.
Like the sound of that. Now you also brought in a little ski here.
Yeah,
of course,
so-
I'm sure you're not on the hill with a ski this size.
No, but
this is
boy,
for
it
good
would sure be
demonstration.
convenient. You could slip it right under your car seat.
There you go.
But you know what this shows is this end of the ski here is all gouged and scratched.
Sure. Yeah,
and,
it's skied
the
on. It's
edges
a little
are
worn,
rusty,
yeah.
and the corners are dull. And you know, you can see pretty much right there that every little base damage scratch adds resistance to a ski or a snowboard sliding over the
Okay.
snow. So you know, it's imperative to repair those and minimize them. You know, through use you hit stones and whatnot on the slope, and you do get some wear And if you can get those smoothed out, filled in, your skis or board will slide a lot more easily over the snow, spend a lot less effort, a lot easier to edge, control your speed and carve, and feel like you're in the driver's seat if you eliminate the gouges and scratches. And here you can see on the back of this ski,
Just
it's,
a
let's see if we can get
complete
the
reverse
light, yeah,
effect
the
there.
light
You're just
shining
not
on
seeing
there.
any of those
Yeah,
same
we've
scratches.
got a texture, a little structure that will break up.
So what happens, I mean, when you're doing a proper tune, is some of that base being stripped away then?
A little bit
Just
more.
like
think
on a
about
very
it more. What
micro
we do
level
is
then.
we fill it in,
Okay.
and then even it out.
That's a great way to think about it. Okay.
Yeah, so we're not, grinding away
You're not
a lot of the material of the
Yeah,
ski
good to know.
or the board, but you get a good finish on there. Everything's
Certainly.
kind of filled in. You get a nice polish on there
Yeah.
with some wax. Everything works a whole lot easier. It just makes it easier to get from point A to point B. Also, as you turn, it makes it easier to turn.
Which
So
is incredibly
it's all
important
about
on the hill.
being easy and being comfortable.
Yeah, and having fun.
Yeah,
the sport is
exactly.
meant to be enjoyed, so make sure that you're taking those little steps that can go a long way out there. And
Without
the
a
easy
doubt.
tune, something you can do at Precision, or even get your custom footbed
Yeah,
over there
for
for
sure.
your ski boots, or that all-season kind of ski boot, or footbed like you're talking about, the flexible one. It's a great tip to throw it in your hiking boot or
Mm-hmm. Sure.
something like that. So Precision Ski, located in Frisco, exactly where?
Yeah, we're on Summit Boulevard, right next to Cammy's Yogurt, directly across from the Walmart
There you go.
shopping area.
Easy to find. Yeah.
Yep.
So stop on in. You can try out some demo skis or purchase skis. You get ski boots,
We've
rentals.
got a
You
lot of great
different,
experienced staff there
Yeah,
to,
absolutely, certainly.
to give you a hand in
Yeah.
whatever your needs are.
Yeah. So some great gift ideas that will, the gift that'll keep on giving, as you say.
Yeah.
Too. So if maybe your Valentine gift landed like a bad joke, well then consider heading into Precision and getting something like this. Jimbo,
Exactly.
thanks for coming in here and
You
sharing
bet,
some of this.
you bet.
Just some great
Have a
tips
great
out there
day
for
out
the hill. Yeah. All right. You too. Stay. Stay comfortable. It's so
Yeah.
warm out there. Stay
Yeah,
comfy.
yeah.
stay warm on a day like today.
Enjoy it.
All right, guys. We're going to be back with more. I believe Steve Lappinson from the Main Street Outlet is here, so we're going to talk to him about some great options and deals that you can find at 211 South Main in Breckenridge. And we'll be back with more Summer Sunrise here on this Saturday morning. We'll be right back.